Now I am going to dictate a legal passage based on latest judgment of the Calcutta High Court at the rate of 120 words per minute. Let's start. Being aggrieved and dissatisfied with the order number 24 dated January 18, 2018 passed by the learned civil judge within bracket senior division first court at Krishnanagar, Noida, in title suit number 6 of 2016, present revisional application has been prepared para. The petitioner contended that the plaintiff of the opposite party filed a suit against the petitioner herein praying for decree for payment injunction against the petitioner from disturbing the peaceful position of the plaintiff over the suit property. The writ of summons of the said suit was duly served upon the defendant in March 2016 para. The petitioner further submits that the petitioner is a religious person and all the time was busy with the religious activities in the math and had no knowledge about the procedure to be followed in filing the written statement within the prescribed period and accordingly fully relied on the learned advocate. The petitioner was sometimes called upon by the learned advocate that the written statement could not be filed and accordingly an application requires to be filed for extension thereof. The petitioner on the basis of such advice signed few applications on different occasions. In the meantime, the written statement was made ready and it was filed before the learned trial judge for acceptance, but the learned trial judge by the impugned order dated January 18, 2018 was pleased to reject the application for extension of time to file written statement and refused to accept the written statement which has already been filed para. Mr. Pradeep Kumar Dotto, learned counsel, appearing on behalf of the petitioner, submits that the learned trial judge had acted illegally and with material irregularity by not exercising his discretion vested on it. The petitioner is a religious person engaged with religious institution and busy in performing their religious activities and should not be treated with general and public or private litigant, and the trial court ought to have exercised its jurisdiction in favor of allowing application for extension of time. Accordingly, he prayed for setting aside the order impugned and prayed for acceptance of written statement and for giving the petitioner an opportunity to counsel the suit thereof. In this context, he has relied upon a judgment Sheikh Salim Haji Abdul Qayyum Sahib versus Kumar and others reported in within bracket 2006 1 SCC 46 colon square bracket 2006 within bracket 1 ICC within bracket SC 687 and another judgment Bharat Karla versus Raj Krishna Chabra which was passed on 0905 2022 colon within square bracket 2022 within bracket 4 ICC within bracket SC 104 para. Mr. Somnath Rai Chaudhary, learned counsel, appearing on behalf of the opposite party, submits that the defendant of the petitioner had not assigned any reason as to why he could not file the written statement within the statutory period from the impugned order. It is clear that the petitioner of the defendant had taken several adjournments for filing written statement, but he did not file the written statement in time nor has assigned any reason for that para. He further submits that when no reason has been assigned by the petitioner for causing delay, it would not be prudent to accept the written statement, and in view of the statutory provision, if the written statement filed by the defendant is accepted at a belated stage, then ignoring statutory provision, such acceptance would become automatic and it will open a floodgate para. In this context, he relied upon paragraph 9 of the judgment of Muhammad Yusuf versus Faiz Muhammad and others reported in within bracket 2009 3 SCC 513 para. He further submits that in the present case, though the defendant of the petitioner has not assigned any reason, but even if a different view on facts elicited is possible, such approach does not permit interference in exercise of revisional jurisdiction by this court under Article 227 of the Constitution of India para. In this context, he has referred paragraph 4 of the judgment of Bhojraj Kanwarji Oil Mill and Killing Factory and another versus Jograj Sinha, Shankar Sinha, Porihar and others reported in 19 84 AIR within bracket AC 1894 para. I have considered the submissions made by both the parties para. I am told that before the trial court the evidence on behalf of plaintiff by PW1 and PW2 has been completed and the case is fixed for hearing ex parte argument before the court below para. It is true that under order 8 rule 1 the written statement will have to be filed within 30 days from the date of service of summons and the time for filing written statement shall not be extended beyond certain period. It is also well settled that written statement filed after the expiry of the statutory period cannot be accepted in a routine manner. The opposite party in this case has also strenuously argued that the defendant of the petitioner has not assigned any reason as to why he could not file the written statement in time. He further stated, though it has been agitated on behalf of the petitioner that being a Sannyashi, he is not aware of the procedural aspect, but it is settled principle of law that ignorance of law is of no excuse para. However, considering the facts and circumstances of the case, it appears that the defendant has ultimately filed the written statement and the delay in filing of the written statement can be compensated with costs. But if the court denied to accept the benefit of filing the written statement, that would be unreasonable in view of the fact that the defendant will never get an opportunity to place his case for adjudication para. On the contrary, if the defendant has given an opportunity to contest the suit by acceptance of the written statement, the highest prejudice that may be caused to the plaintiff would be that the suit will be decided after contested hearing on a merit. However, since the matter has already been delayed for a considerable period of time, a time-bound direction should be passed for disposal of this involved in between the parties para. In view of the above, CO 742 of 2018 is allowed subject to costs of rupees 25,000 which will be paid by the petitioner of the defendant to the plaintiff of the opposite party within a period of 4 weeks from the date of communication of the order para. The trial court is directed to accept the written statement on payment of such costs by the petitioner of the defendant to the plaintiff within the prescribed period. Then after framing issue, the court below will give opportunity to examine and or to re-examine plaintiff's witness and will give opportunity to defendant to cross-examine plaintiff's witness, and after that will give opportunity to defendant to examine his witness, and plaintiff will also to be given opportunity to cross-examine defendant's witness. The court below will make every endeavor to dispose of the suit preferably within a period of 6 months from the date of communication of the order. But if cost is not paid by the defendant or the petitioner to the plaintiff as above, the order impugned will revive automatically para. Urgent photostat certified copy of this order, if applied for, be given to the parties upon compliance of all necessary formalities. Stop. Thank you.